Welcome back to the channel, folks. Glad you're here for our Monday edition. You know what this is. Oh, yeah. So, hey, welcome, guys. If you're new here and you're about the 50% that have watched my content and not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you know when the next video pops up. Smash that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment down below. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round here. Also, you guys, hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment as well. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. We're getting closer, guys, to that 300 number. Keep on chugging away. Okay, reason why we're here. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Episode 2. Ooh, now, I really enjoyed the first episode, and apparently I'm not the only one, because according to the viewership numbers, the premiere episode in America alone, over 10 million households watched the premiere episode of House of the Dragon. In some regions, the HBO Max servers actually crashed. By contrast, I just want to make it known that all 7 of the Marvel Disney Plus shows, their premiere episodes combined viewership is just under 11.5 million views. But I digress. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at a few things I liked, a few things that were kind of like meh, and maybe some things that I didn't like, if any. And just to let you know, there may be some spoilers ahead, so you've been warned. So let's get started. Stuff I liked. Princess Rhaenyra. I make no apologies about it. I'm a House Targaryen fan. In Game of Thrones, Daenerys was my favorite character. So unhappy of what they did to my girl in season 8. Damn you, D&D. But Princess Rhaenyra. So the second episode starts 6 months after she is named heir to the Iron Throne. But her station really hasn't changed much. She's still the cupbearer for the small council, where if she was a prince, they'd be kind of prepping him with tasks and asking for his opinion in small council meetings and whatnot. And she really, nothing's changed for her. And the fact that when they're having a small council meeting and she chimes in with a viable option for something that is for a threat to their shipping lanes, it's good old Lord Hightower. Basically says, why is she even here? And then suggests she do some task to choose a knight to fill a vacant spot within the Kingsguard. And her dad kind of says, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Won't that be fun? And you can see the annoyance in her face, like, fine. Gives a smile. And then we go to the scene where she chooses Sir Criston Cole. That name will be popping up a lot later on. And then Lord Hightower again tries to step in and tell her, well, he's good, but this house is more important. This house is more important. And this house is more important. When she finally stands up for herself and says, this task was appointed to me by order of the king. So get on with it. Good on you. Also, thing I loved, Prince Daemon. Matt Smith, I believe, is really enjoying this role. I mean, he is chewing up the scenery all over the place. And one scene in particular, when at Dragonstone, when he and his army of former City Watch, his personal army, are having they're confronted by an envoy from the king, led by Lord Hightower. I don't like him. Insults are thrown, swords get drawn. This could escalate real quickly, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, here comes Princess Rhaenyra on Syrax, that's her dragon. And after the two face off and have a conversation in Old Valyrian, he finally relents and kind of gives back the dragon egg he took, and retreats back into the castle at Dragonstone. I really think that there's a lot of respect that Rhaenyra and Daemon have for each other. I think Daemon really sees that spirit of the dragon in his niece. I'm still getting used to seeing Matt Smith with long, silvery hair. It's kind of tough not seeing him in a fez and a bow tie, but I digress again. Okay. Again, thing I love dragons. Love the dragons. And we get a much better look at Daemon's dragon, Caraxes, who is nicknamed the Bloody Worm. And we really see that really long, elongated neck as his head kind of moves around like a serpent. Really cool stuff. So we're going to be seeing a lot of dragons. So definitely a high point. I think that was meh. Episode was slow. It's a slower episode. But again, this is a kind of like a chess game. And they're putting their pieces on the board before the real game takes place. There was a big move toward the end where King Viserys announces that he plans to remarry, and it's going to be Alicent Hightower. Oh, that made Daddy happy. Yeah, his position's set. I don't like him. And as far as the things I didn't like, the opening sequence. I love Ramin Djawadi's score. Beautiful. It's an iconic theme at this point. The opening sequence, when compared to the original Game of Thrones series with all the castles kind of rising up and little gears, this fell way short of that. But if that's the only thing that I really complain about, got nothing to complain about. So, quick wrap up for my final thoughts. I can see where the scene with Princess Rhaenyra and her aunt, Princess Rhaenys, could get some folks viewing it as a bit woke and down with the patriarchy and yada yada yada. But as I said in the video that I did yesterday, this is the politics of that world. You talk about a medieval feudal system where lineage is passed down from father to son, father to son, father to son, and the women are used as alliance tools and to produce heirs. You all of a sudden in come the Targaryens, and with Aegon and his two wives, all three of them riding dragons. His oldest sister wife, Princess, Princess Daenerys. Her sword, Dark Sister, is the sword that Matt Smith's character Daemon uses. So they were warriors. They were dragon riders. They had a much higher standing from Old Valyria than the feudal system of Westeros. After 100 years, the Targaryens kind of got used to the status quo, how things work, and it's Daemon and Rhaenyra who are kind of like, they got that fire of old House Targaryen in them. But hey, that's just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back over to you now. Let me know what you thought of this episode down below in the comments. And again, thanks for coming, guys. I really appreciate everyone that comes in. We're getting close to 100 episodes of this. Holy crap. Thanks for joining me on this ride. But again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, drop a comment, share the video, and we'll see you this week for She-Hulk, I guess, unless something better comes along. But until then, have a great week, guys. Always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Toodles!